All right. Hi, everybody. If there's anybody here, say hi. We are going to proceed into making sourdough cinnamon roll dough. Hi, Tax. Welcome in. Yep, you're the first one. You are the first one today. So I'm going to put my mixer bowl, I got a clear one here, on my, zero it out. And we're going to start with room temperature 130 grams, which is equal to 1/2 cup or 1 tablespoon of milk. That's 130 grams. Then I'm going to zero out my scale again, and I'm going to add my sourdough starter, which I fed this morning. I need 125 grams of sourdough starter, which should be almost all of this jar. I should only have a little bit left. And you see how thick it is? That's actually really good starter. I went a little bit over, so we're going to pull a little bit out. It is a happy accident, so we will pull some out. It's okay to go over a couple grams, but you don't want to go over too many, which actually that was perfect. We will get rid of that. We don't want that in the sink. Just a FYI, sourdough, you don't want to rinse any of that down your drain. It will harden like a rock. So I try to get as much of that as I can, not in my sink. So that's about 125 grams of starter. I'm going to take that off. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. And I'm going to kind of mix that in with the milk a little bit. And I have a Danish dough hook. You can use a whisk or whatever you want to do. And I usually do this in my metal bowl, but I'm doing it in my glass bowl, and you guys will be able to see it a little bit better. All right. I'm going to put that back on my scale, zero it out, and I'm going to start adding my other ingredients, which I have right here, 170 grams of melted butter, and I melted it in the microwave, and you want it to cool off. You don't want it extremely hot out of the microwave. Add it in. So I'm going to add that into, and then I need 2 room temperature eggs. You don't need to necessarily have it on the scale. If you want, you can open your eggs on a different bowl and dump them in, but we like crunch here. I'm just kidding. I'm usually pretty confident in my egg cracking skills. And a teaspoon of vanilla. I pour with my heart. A little bit more. And I use Watkins vanilla. You can use whatever kind of vanilla you got, but I use Watkins vanilla. Now I'm going to take that off of that scale, and I'm going to mix that real well. Another reason why you don't want your butter real hot, it'll cook your eggs. You don't want to scramble your eggs. That's what my mixture is looking like. Kind of like an omelet. I got to... Oh, I got to pin that. My husband posted, Steven, you're under my account. Yeah. We gotcha. My husband posted in the comment under my account. Hi, Nis. Welcome in. Make sure you all like, subscribe, all the above. Check out my channel. I am a home cook. I am not a chef. This is not my recipe. This is somebody else's recipe, but it is the best recipe I've found. So now I put this back on my scale because I got to add my flour. And it's 500 grams. Oh, it helped. I forgot sugar. It's all right. It'll mix in. You need 2 tablespoons of sugar too. Boop. Boop. All right, 2 tablespoons of sugar has entered the mix. It would have got in there somehow. Now it's 500 grams of flour. I will zero out that scale and start over again. There is salt in here, but I'm going to reduce the amount of salt because I use salted butter. So I got, but I'll tell you the measurement for the salt is 1 teaspoon fine sea salt. I like doing this in the gram measurements. I don't have to dirty as many measuring cups. We're at 400 grams. I need 100 more grams. No, just a little bit more. Right there. I'm going to need this flour here. So I'm going to put this behind me. Now I'm going to bring out my mixer. Let's add our little fine sea salt. Just a little pinch I'm adding because the butter's salted. Now this is the dough. I figured out, me and my husband figured out how to do this where I'm not having to do 2 live. So this is going to be a 1 live thing. I'm putting on my dough hook. And then I'm going to put my bowl on my mixer. Make sure it's locked this time. And then I'm going to put it on here until it comes together in a ball and pulls away from the sides of the bowl. It may take a little while. These are very, very good cinnamon rolls. They're very soft. It's not my recipe. It's I got the recipe off of Natasha's Kitchen on here. It is one of the best sourdough cinnamon rolls I've tried. And it'll take a little bit to come together, so don't worry, it'll come together. And it's a very soft dough. It won't be real stiff unless you put too much flour in. That's why I like weighing it in grams. I'll post her recipe with the short when I'm done. She's starting to come together, but I want her to form a dough ball. Sorry, I call it she because my sourdough is a girl name. My sourdough starter, I call it Gertrude. Yep, Gertrude. And stopped doing just where I measure with cups for my starter. I'm actually doing measurements on my stuff. And my sourdough starter has been really good doing that. So I might do some videos showing how to do the sourdough starter with measurement feeds. So this is gonna mix for a little bit now. I gotta knead it for a little bit. Just making sure all the ingredients are incorporated well. I do got a good smelling starter now. She was stinky. Your starter should not smell sour. If it smells sour, more than likely your starter is acidic. And my starter smells like a sweet, like piece of bread. I don't know if that is a way to describe it, but it doesn't smell sour. The sourdough comes from when you ferment your dough. And that's the overnight process in the refrigerator, and that is when your dough should smell sour. Hi Mike, welcome in. We are making the dough ball for our sourdough starter. She has come together, so I'm going to stop my mixer. She's kind of like growling over here. I'm going to pull that off of here and move my mixer out of the way. Sometimes I think my machine can't handle dough a lot, so KitchenAid mixers. Now, I am going to oil my bowl here, but this is skills. This is a lot of skills. I'm going to take my dough out of my bowl, and I'm setting it on the side here. I am going to pour a little bit of olive oil in this bowl, about a tablespoon. I want to grease the bowl really well, all up the sides and stuff. And then I'm going to take my dough ball and kind of bring it in on itself, give it kind of a smooth surface. Making dough in multiple ways, dirty stacking orders and dirty stacking dough. Yep. And then I'm going to put it in my bowl. Now, you can cover this with a piece of plastic wrap, but I have, of course, a disposable shower cap. And I'm going to put that on that. Now what happens is this has got to sit on your countertop for 2 hours. After the 2 hours, it will go in your fridge for an 8 to 10 hour proofing process. This is where this is going to be magic of TV. So this is going to sit for 2 hours, go in the fridge. And then voila. Overnight has happened. We have our dough that we pulled out of the fridge 2 hours ago. Lower my camera down a little bit. Well, I'm going to actually move the camera to the countertop. So let me know if I need to roll it down, move it down then. Well, actually, you know, I'm going to mix the cinnamon mixture because that's probably the better bet here. My husband says I need to lower my camera down, so we're going to lower it down a little bit. Is that better? Is that better? The magic of YouTube. That's our dough ball. Yep. So I'm going to mix up the cinnamon mixture that's going to go on these. And I'm going to kind of microwave my butter a little bit because it's kind of a little cold in my house, so my butter's not that soft. Timer. Let's do 8 seconds. All right. Now I need to cinnamon mixture. Lost track of my mind. It's been a day today, guys. So the cinnamon mixture, I got my little handy dandy paper bowl. We need 2/3 cup brown sugar. Green mixing cup. Green mixing cup. Where are you? That's a half. That's a fourth. That's 1. 2/3 cup. It's the green one. Where are you? There you are. Two-thirds cup. Yeah, he is a little quiet tonight. Michael, are you feeling okay? He's not playing video games. He's watching YouTube stuff, so that might be part of it. You gonna come say hi, Michael? Yeah, he's into the YouTube tonight. So that's 2/3 cup of packed brown sugar. Hi, Ty. Welcome in. Oh, it's Fran. Hi, Fran. You're on your other account. Okay. Welcome in, Fran. I'm making the filling for the cinnamon rolls. And through magic of TV, I got a dough ball magically here to make cinnamon rolls. The only problem is proofing them is going to be a while. But I can get you up to that point, and then I could show the finished product after they bake. Because I'm not going to hold you guys on here for 2 hours to wait for these to proof. And then it is 1.5 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. I have a big jar of cinnamon. One and a half. Seems like a lot, but it's really, really good. And then you want to mix this until it's pretty well combined. So I just take a fork and I'll show you what it looks like after I mix it really well. It's like sand. And you can use dark brown sugar. I use light brown sugar. I guess it's like a taste preference if you want light or dark brown sugar. But this, like I said, is not my recipe. It's from Natasha's Kitchen. I've been doing it for a long time now. I really like hers. It's the best one I found. I'm going to have cinnamon rolls for days, guys, for doing 2 of them. Hi, Rosebud. Welcome in. I will post the finished product in a short later tonight. And I'll put in make sure that I put in there that's not my recipe. Because I don't want to get in trouble for copying somebody's recipe. Because it is not mine. Are you watching? My son's watching me on the TV in the living room. It's so funny. He's saying hi to everybody from the TV in the living room. Oh, I could probably, but only problem is I don't know how to ship the frosting I make because it's a cream cheese frosting that has to be refrigerated.
Dry ice.
Dry ice?
Yep.
Is that expensive?
No, it's pretty cheap.
Lisa said hi, Michael.
Move along.
Now he turned it off.
He said hi.
Hi.
He said hello.
He says hello. Alright, so I'm mixing this really well. Because this will be your filling. And that's what it looks like. Kind of consistency. And then I was going to put a plastic fork in my sink. So I'm going to move from the Magic TV dough and I'm going to bring you guys over to my countertop. Alright. So we want to flour our surface. Yes, I have a silicone mat on my thing for easy cleanup.
Oh, you got some shit on your phone.
I'm going to sprinkle my silicone mat with a little bit of flour. I'm going to keep that nearby just in case I need to put more on it. Now, I'm hoping my dough ball has been out long enough. Otherwise, I'm going to have to really put some arm movement into it. I asked my husband to put it out, so I don't know if it got put out right then or if...
Yeah, I did when you told me to. And 173 grams.
It may be hard to roll at first, but it'll work itself out. And I kind of flip it around a few times. It'll get warm quick, thinner it gets. And if you're going to do this by hand with a glass jar, bless your heart. I have rolling pins that were handed down to me and I use them.
In the descriptions, can we put like what tools we used?
In the description?
Yeah, would that be cool or no?
Hey Deb. Oh, I missed some. Hey Deb, we are only about 28 hours from each other, so have some for me.
20.
Oh, my husband will eat enough for everybody.
Hey, it's good stuff, what can I say?
I'm trying to make sure I maintain flour on this so I'm not sticking. You want to roll it out about 12 inches. Steven, I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Yeah. 12 inches.
Bad dude. Kind of will reshape in between while it's... Because I want to try to maintain the square, you know? I think the rolling out process sucks. She's getting... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. My husband's got a dirty little mind. You have no room to talk. Right? Well, I've been a little bit better with mine. My husband said something to me about that, so I've been kind of trying to control that. I've been a little bit better. So I'm trying to get this more in a rectangle pattern as I'm rolling it out. You want it about 1/4 inch thick. And if I have to reshape the edges with the pizza cutter, I will. My counter space is very limited here. When I get to a certain point, I can't use my rolling pin. It's all going in my belly anyway, in his belly. I think we're almost there. I'm going to even out my edges just a little bit. My multi-tool drawer, I have a lot of utensils. Pizza cutter. Pizza cutter. I'm going to kind of square off my ends a little bit. I think that's about good enough. And then about, I want to say anywhere 4 to 6 tablespoons of butter you're going to spread on your dough. Hi, Dean. Welcome in. Yeah, maybe my husband taught me to talk that way. One more time. Coffee pot's in my way. All right, I think that's good. I can't emphasize, you don't need to be perfect with these. Then I'm going to take butter and I'm going to spread that on about 4 to 6 tablespoons. It helps the brown sugar and cinnamon adhere.
Yep, stick.
Otherwise it would just drool out.
Right. Yeah, I was just about to ask you that too.
Where's my metal spatula? There we go. And you want to use like an offset spatula. You don't have to, but it's a good idea. And you want the butter to be really soft. Hi, Dirty. I just gave you a like. Thank you, Salvador. Welcome in. Appreciate you. I'm just going to put dollops of butter around on my dough. Because we're going to spread that out as even as we can. I don't take it around everywhere.
So the butter mixtures to make the powder stick.
Yep, and the butter also is what makes them so good.
Okay.
And if you put a little bit of butter on the end of your spatula and start rubbing it, it should start spreading easier too.
She's making cinnamon rolls.
You want that to go edge to edge. You answering people?
Yeah, she wanted to know what you're making. I said
Hey Lala, I'm making sourdough cinnamon rolls.
Yep.
And by magic of TV tonight, I actually had dough ready. I actually made sourdough last night. Now, I've changed the filling in this before. I made blueberry ones with it. Now, that became where it was my own recipe.
How did that dry stuff work out, the freeze-dried? That worked out good, didn't it, for you?
I didn't do that in the sourdough cinnamon rolls, though.
Oh, no?
No, I used frozen blueberries in that.
Yeah, I remember.
I made my own jam out of the frozen blueberries.
Yep.
But when you make sourdough bread, it's better to use dehydrated fruit. Hi, Charles. Welcome in.
Hey, what's up, man?
I may have to go blow my nose here in a minute, guys. When it's cold, my nose wants to do its thing.
Truth.
Yeah. But Steven's reading chat so he can communicate with you guys while I do that. Okay. So butter is spread pretty good on there. I'm gonna wash my hands and then go take care of my issues and come right back and wash my hands again. So I can put this flour up because I don't need it anymore. Okay, that's better. I just hate for my nose to blow a bubble on a live.
Blow a bubble, eh?
Yeah. I'm washing my filthy animals here. Then you're going to take your cinnamon mixture. Wait, that was Fran. Hi, Fran. Bye, Fran. Yeah, I didn't know her other account either. I was like, oh, hey. Then she said, I'm Fran. And I was like, oh, hi, Fran. And I'm going to use my hands and I'm going to spread this evenly throughout my whole dough.
We gotta get some GoPros with handles so I can like help you.
Well, I'm just a cook. We're okay the way we are right now.
Okay, maybe when we get the house, I can help you get it.
Yeah, maybe we can do something to set up where you guys can be overhead while I'm cooking.
Yeah, we can throw some cameras up.
But till then,
this is what we're doing.
I'm so professional.
Hell yeah. And if it's not right, she makes it right. She'll figure it out.
Yeah, if I can't figure something out, I'll work at it until I get it right. So that's all spread out evenly on my dough. And I got my handy dandy tool here. We are going to cut this in even strips. So I'm going to go down the middle. I think 12 even strips. So I'll go down the middle. And then I'll take that other half and cut that in half.
Are you taking
and the other half and cut that in half. No, I'm not.
Because your mat has measurements on it.
Yeah, my mat has measurements on it, but I'm not using it.
Okay.
And then you're going to cut those in thirds. So I will cut that in third. I have to flour my tool. My handy dandy tool. Try to make them as even as possible. If not, oh well. Happy accidents. They still are going to be edible. It was sticking to my handy dandy tool. Got that. Then I'm going to take a 9x13 pan. In her video, she used butter and buttered the pan. I've always used cooking spray. You don't have to use butter. I use butter flavored cooking spray. Then
butter.
We're going to take this and roll up those little strips in tight little strips. And then you're going to pinch the end for while it's proofing. And it will look kind of like that. And you're just going to put them in your pan. Each little strip will get rolled if I cut them all the way. Get a handy dandy tool. And three in each roll. My handy dandy cinnamon rolls. And I usually use aluminum pans, but I didn't have time to get one today. I had a lot of stuff on my platter today. We had taxes done today. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I remember making these with my dad. Regular cinnamon rolls or sourdough ones? These are sourdough.
Salvador says he's been doing it the hard way.
Yeah, this way is so much easier. They turn out fine. I think I could have rolled these a little bit thinner. But it'd still be good.
Now, do they got to rise in that pan?
They will go in here until they rise.
Size?
Yeah,
Okay.
You're gonna put them in there about an hour in your oven with the oven light on, with a damp towel over it for about 2 hours.
Let it rise.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Or until it doubles in size. That's where I'm probably gonna.
So.
I'm not gonna end the live. I'm gonna sit and chat with you guys, but I don't think I'm gonna make you wait around 2 hours for them to proof. I don't have magic of TV camera for this one.
You're gonna show them how to make the filling, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to make the cream cheese filling for it too.
That stuff is bomb.
So this isn't where it ends yet, you know. Then I got these almost done.
Hard way.
This is so much easier, I think, cutting them into strips. Natasha did it in hers, and I was like, oh, that is easy. I don't want to pull out string and cut each one. And
Use string to cut them?
yeah, you would use like some kind of floss or string.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta be.
And always remember the end ones are going to be cute. And then the cleanup of this, we're going to clean up aisle 9 here. I just bring this up. I got a little flour on my counter. I went a little bit over. And I empty this in my can and then put it in my sink to wash. And then I'll bring you back over to my stand. So we're gonna boot my husband out of the way here.
Oh, okay.
I gotta do the mixer again.
Okay.
Let me turn the oven light on. And then get me some paper towel. I just dampen paper towel over the top of mine. I don't put, I just don't feel comfortable wetting a dish towel or what they call tea towel to put over it.
Yeah, this is nice, babe. This heating pad you got.
My bread proofing mat.
Yeah, it's nice.
I could probably put these on that.
Will that make it go faster?
It might. I could try.
Yeah, you could try it for once.
If you want to hand it here. I'm going to try putting them on my proofing mat.
What temp do you think you gotta set it at?
I usually set my proofing mat anywhere from 80 to 90.
Okay.
We'll try putting her on my proofing mat, and then I can put a towel over the top of that to maintain the heat in it. I just have this funky feeling about putting my dish towel with. So come back over to my counter. I'm gonna make the frosting with you guys. That's not where I usually have it. Right about there. See where my powdered sugar is. Steven, can you go in the hall closet and see if I have another thing of powdered sugar? Because I don't think that might be enough. It's got to be 2 cups.
Yeah. And which? I got it. Just powdered sugar, yeah.
So my frosting, she only does half of this recipe. So I'm gonna. Oh come on. Okay.
Where would this be at, Deborah?
It would be on the behind the cans. You got to take out the cans and look behind there.
Okay.
It's a pink and white bag.
I think I got it.
I double her recipe for frosting because my husband really likes them with a lot of cream cheese frosting.
700 each.
Again, like I said, I took my butter out, but it's not soft enough. So we are going to soften it in the microwave a little bit. Thanks for saying hello back,
Salvador.
Rose. No problem, Salvador. I'm trying to pay attention to chat.
Oh, I'll pay attention. I'll start talking out.
So this recipe for the frosting for it, the cream cheese frosting, is 1 stick of softened butter. I kind of like really softened it in the microwave. I didn't melt it, but I got it where she's soft. That's all I can say. 1 block of your choice of cream cheese at room temperature. I use Philadelphia. Now her recipe is half. So when I post it, it's going to show the half recipe, not what I'm doing. Because my husband likes extra. He's extra special.
You know how to play chess? Are you learning?
Bear with me, because my fingertips, I can't really pinch things really well. Working on my strength in my fingers.
Yeah? Okay.
1 block of cream cheese. Going down with my mixer head with the whip attachment. I am going to put that on high and cream the crap out of that stuff.
Oh, is that what you call it?
That is the frosting and cream cheese, but I want to whip it really good. That song, whip it. Whip it really good.
Yeah.
Until it's light. It'll lighten in color and get to like, I'll show you when it's done. Because I'll have to scrape down the sides.
And this bowl's got a thread to fit on your mixer just the whole move, right?
Huh?
It's got a thing.
Yeah, it's locked on.
Do all the attachments lock?
Do all the attachments lock? Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so you can kind of see it on the end of the whip. But it's kind of like that. I'm going to scrape down the sides of my bowl a little bit.
Isn't that thick?
Yeah, I still gotta add the powdered sugar and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It'll air up
Fluff.
a little bit more, yeah. I use a lot of spatulas in my kitchen, guys. A lot. Then I'm gonna add 2 cups of powdered sugar. And it said 1.5 teaspoons is her recipe for the vanilla, but I measure with my heart. I never measure vanilla, guys. Never measure vanilla. Whip it good. Yep. Can't play the song, but I can sing the song. Hi, Carla. Welcome in. Lisa said you're making cinnamon rolls. Mad Dasher is encouraging people to come over and check in with you. Awesome. Yeah, we're at the frosting stage. You want to bring the pan over and show them if you want?
Take all this off, right?
And I'm not going to make you guys stay around until it proofs all the way because it's going to take a while. So what I'll do is when the finished product, when it comes out of the oven, I will actually show a short. Bring it over in the camera and show them.
This right there, all of it out.
Yeah, that'll be fine. You can slide them back over. Happy accident moving them. 2 cups of powdered sugar. Not for nasal consumption, for oral.
This is a family-friendly station,
Yes.
right? Okay. I was going to say something.
2 cups of powdered sugar. If you make a mess, it's a happy accident. Enjoy yourself. I didn't need to open. Don't do what I do. Dude, I spend a lot of time cleaning my kitchen after myself. Vanilla. Measure with your heart. Happy drizzle. Hi, Label. Welcome in. Oh, retracted. Banana Gooder Abla. English only in chat. Don't speak that language. So I murdered that. Then we're going to put it back on the mixer. Don't start on high. You'll have a happy accident. Start on low. That stuff will spray you. Eventually, kick it up a little bit.
So what, you just added the sugar?
Yep.
Did
Then
you
I'm
add
going
more
to turn
butter?
it up even higher. And I'm going to whip that until it's light and airy. I may have to scrape down the sides here in a minute. My name is Acom. Hi, Acom. Welcome in. Alright, so now I'm going to scrape down my sides a little bit because we got powdered sugar up on the edge of the bowl, see? So you want to kind of scrape down your sides as you go. Get it up here. Happy accident. I'm going to use that paddle attachment to kind of scrape off my thing. And then I'll show you after it's completely whipped up. We're going to turn it on high again. But I make like a double batch of this. My husband really likes that. You just got to remember, if you put it on your cinnamon rolls, that after you put it, apply it to your cinnamon rolls. You're going to want to keep them refrigerated when you're not eating them. Because it is butter and cream cheese. So what I do is usually when they come out of the oven, The cinnamon rolls, you want to bake them at 18 to 20 minutes at 400. Once they bake at 18 to 20 minutes at 400, you want to check them with a thermometer, make sure they're reading at least 195, 200 in the center. And then you're going to take them out when they reach that temperature, and you're going to let them sit for about 5 minutes, and then you'll put the frosting all over the top of them. You want that frosting to kind of melt down into the cinnamon rolls. And then once they completely cool, then I will put a storage lid over the top of them, and I store them in my fridge. And they pull out and they heat within, what, a minute or so in the microwave.
Oh, yeah, something like
to
that.
reheat. They heat really well.
Yeah.
You can heat them in the microwave for about a minute or so.
Yeah, they don't go stale.
It depends on how good your microwave is, really.
Oh, that's you?
Of course. Oh, yeah. Gotta lick the beater. That was good. I better wash my hands. People will think I got cooties all over my cinnamon rolls and not want them. Let me dry my hands.
You are the baking queen.
Oh, I love to bake.
Too bad we can't taste it.
You can't taste it, and I can't recreate the smells either. So that's what that's gonna look like, and I'm gonna put a little tent over it, so nothing like dust or whatever gets in it.
A little hairnet.
My handy dandy little shower cap. And I'll put that in my refrigerator until they come out of the oven. And then I'm gonna sit and chat with you guys for a little bit, but if my stuff doesn't get proofed in time, then I'll just post it later. Once I close. We're going to clean up our mess a little bit and talk.
You gotta clean off your phone.
I know, that's Michael's phone.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
My phone's on the live.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. I have no space. I just put everything where I think it can go.
Yeah.
Now, what I made tonight is going to be two dozen cinnamon rolls I made now. We'll have cinnamon rolls for a little while in my household. That worked.
Yep.
I gotta go take Nash to jiu-jitsu. All right, Charles. Thank you for coming in. I got to show you all the steps of making the cinnamon roll dough and the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, you did a good job with me.
I just got to get it down pat where I can do stuff and be able to cook it. But sourdough is a process. It's not like...
Shake and bake.
Yeah, it's not like... If I did it with regular dough, like yeast ones, then I probably could get it done quicker to where I could show you guys every step. But the baking process, I'll just show you guys images of it when it's done. And that way, and I'll show you even the stage of the color you need to look for when they're done in that short.
I got 15 thumbs up.
Yeah. I had a lot of people in here at one point. And
Yeah.
it was kind of, I wasn't paying attention. I just saw the numbers and I just focused on what I was doing.
Yeah.
Everybody, as you're coming in, please double tap that screen, subscribe, go check out my channel, see some of my content. You might like what you see. I am a home cook, not a chef. I do other people's recipes, my recipes. Tonight's recipe was from Natasha's Kitchen. I've been doing the sourdough cinnamon rolls by her for quite a while now. They are the best ones I've had, so I will continuously use that recipe. And this here will probably end up going in my refrigerator in a little bit, and it will sit overnight to do the same thing tomorrow with it. And I can show you again the cinnamon rolls, but I want to try to keep them as much as possible on my heat mat. There they are. I have a damp paper towel over the top with a towel on them. And I got majority of my mess cleaned up, but my dishes, which I can whip out within 30 minutes after I'm off the live. So, and in that short, I will also post Natasha's recipe afterward, and I will make sure I put in there that that's not my recipe, so you guys are aware. I don't take anybody's credit for their work, but I take credit for when I make it, how good it is, though, because I made it.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff when you make it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, you fix it and make it better.
Nice. Do you sell what you bake? I do not as of this moment, because the cottage rules here, I have animals and stuff. I'd have to have a separate kitchen from away from where my animals are. Until we get a house, I can't do that. Everybody's town and stuff has different cottage rules for selling it. So I have to thoroughly do that, and they would have to come and inspect my kitchen, and my kitchen's not up to par right here. So as of right now, no, I don't. Hi Bruce, welcome in. I have made them for friends and family around town. That's about all I do.
You need to open up a shop.
Yeah, my husband keeps saying I need to open up a shop.
Get an EIN number and
get all that stuff, and then I
Yep.
can work on doing all that.
Serve Safe certified and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my kitchen's animal friendly, and when you have the cottage rule, you got to make it un-animal friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful of hair, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And in my kitchen, as my coffee mug says, it's dirty right now.
Is that even on? Like
my coffee mug says everything tastes better with hair in it.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And it's animal hair. Come by to like and subscribe for Mad Dasher. Awesome. Thank you, Seashells. I appreciate you. Tell Mad Dasher I said thank you. That's my buddy. I got my husband in now. He's always watching them now too. We'll both be watching them and it echoes.
Here, can I scoot this over a little bit?
Yeah, you can scoot it over. Just a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, is that good?
Yeah, that's fine. My husband's taking popping a squat. You're gonna break tile. Just another thing we'll have to pay for when we move out, right?
No, we got that written down in the lease.
No, these tiles have been broken since we moved in.
Oh, well.
I got it down on my move in and move out papers.
Maybe we might have to pay for some, but we can take them to court because this.
But we started our process with our house process. We started that yesterday. We filled out the application. This morning we got the news that our credit is where it should be. And now he's figuring our income to see what we can go and look for. They're phenomenal. They're really soft seashell. They're very soft cinnamon rolls. They're not hard by means. Um, I don't know how she came up with this recipe, that Natasha's Kitchen, but it's really, really good. She's got a lot of good recipes. I like a lot of her stuff. I'm promoting Natasha.
Okay, is that the good starter right there?
um, this is my starter, Gertrude. This is what I call my mother's starter. I feed this one one 1-10-10 ratio. So I do 3 grams starter every day with 30 grams water, 30 grams flour. And then when I want to bake, I take a separate jar and I figure out how much starter I need and I create it off of my mother's starter now. And I usually feed this one a 10-10, no, a 1-1-1 ratio.
Yeah.
I needed 125 grams of starter, so I took 150 and divided it by 3. So I did 50 grams starter, 50 gram flour, 50 gram water. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I wait for that, and it usually gets to peak within 4 to 8 hours.
I don't know.
4 to 8 hours for me.
It changes every time you're doing something.
So now I'm not going to be baking sourdough for a while, so I'm just going to maintain my mother's starter, Gertrude. I do have the process of doing a sourdough starter from the beginning on my playlist, but it's not the best. I have to work on that. I might do another one where it's more explanatory because it's missing a few steps in it, and if I'm going to do that, I think people need to know the right way to do it. So I think I'm going to pull my those videos down and do a new set. But I do a lot with sourdough, regular dough. I try to make my own bread, all but that 12 grain that's sitting back on my toaster. I don't know how to do that kind yet. I gotta learn that one.
Are these all cherry?
They're all cherry and grape.
And grape. I wanted to try the grape. Just one per thing, right?
Yeah, my husband, I buy the little pouches of Crystal Light stuff. And it's in a dog treat container. It's a dog treat container. It works.
That's how she treats me.
I figure out what to put stuff in and I do it.
Got my dog treats.
Well, it was like we unpacked the box and it was in there, and the treats were like ancient from like 2023.
On Monday.
Not even, they were from before that.
On Monday and Tuesday, we gotta break some boxes down.
So I disposed of the old dog treats, cleaned the container, and put the pouches in it. It came in handy for something else.
Yeah.
Because Princess, she can only chew soft treats now, and so I have to keep them in a sealed, a better sealed container to keep them soft. So I don't even use it for treats anymore. They both get their soft treats.
Oh, you got a thing I can use? Can you give me a spoon?
A thing I can use?
Yeah, a spoon.
No, I can't give you a thing because I don't have a thing.
No shit.
That's where I get it from, Lisa. But we're getting closer and closer to where we're gonna start doing house hunting, and I'm gonna take you guys along on that journey on a few houses that we go and take looks at. I just gotta kind of be careful. I don't want to get my realtor on there or anything like that. That's not, unless she's okay with it.
I don't know.
We found a house yesterday that we really liked, and we're like, oh, this is nice. It didn't have 3 bedrooms like what we were looking for. It had 2, but it was still what we wanted. And we woke up the next morning and we're like, oh, it's contingent.
This is pretty good.
See, I'm seeing if my proofing mat's helping. Yeah, kinda. I gotta make
Can
sure.
you turn the heat up a little bit more? Because the pan's cold.
You'll be surprised how much heat actually
When it
will
comes
radiate
off
from it. You don't want to
80.
turn it up too high.
Okay.
I don't want to cook it. I want to proof it.
Okay. What's the difference?
What's the difference? You're gonna have a really hard dough.
Okay, so
You're trying to build. You're trying to build up the air
bubbles.
in the
Okay.
dough. That's what gives it the light, airy, soft texture. Yeah.
Spongy texture.
That's why I said I'm not going to make them stay on while it's proofing for 2 hours.
Right.
But when it's done proofing, and you'll know because it'll grow significantly. It doesn't have to double. You just want to see. You want it. Maybe what I'll do is in my short, I'll show a picture of how it should look before it goes in the oven, when it comes out of the oven, and with the frosting on. Because this way you guys can get a gist of what I mean by a little bit bigger than what it is. And then it will go in a 400-degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. Check the temperature. It should be 195 to 200 in the center. If it's not, you're going to put it in a little bit longer. You want to take it out just, you want it golden. You don't want it too golden. You want it like a light golden. You'll see in the short.
Yeah.
And then you take it out, you let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then you're going to frost it with that frosting mixture.
And you gotta put it in the refrigerator or something to let it cool?
You want to store them in the refrigerator, so you want to wait until it's completely cooled and then put them in the fridge.
Okay.
How often do you buy flour? I buy flour every time I grocery shop.
Yeah.
I buy, once in a while I don't, because I'll buy the 10-pound bag, but lately I've been buying the 5-pound bags.
Yeah, you do buy flour.
I have a gas stove. Last I figured. I really like, because I do a lot of stuff. Like, I make homemade muffins too. I don't buy the store muffins.
Yeah, you do made French toast, all homemade from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Pretty much.
I didn't like cauliflower, and she started to make this cauliflower mash. Turned out to be pretty good after a few renditions.
He's addicted to that stuff.
Yeah, she's got to cook it.
But beware how much you eat, because you'll be gassy. I'm gonna get my water so I can show it you guys a little bit. I got dishes back there, don't mind them. My house, not yours.
Yeah.
My dishes, not yours. If you want to wash them, then you can complain. I'll be washing those after I get off here. I don't ever hardly sit. Hardly ever now.
Yeah.
My chill time is between 7 and 9, and I'll be scrolling on YouTube.
You sit in a chair normally.
And I gotta be careful because I take my night meds, and then I start being really out of it.
You sit normal in a chair instead of sitting at the end of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though you got your back issues.
We're working on those issues, though.
Yeah, you're good. You got your new Zepbound, you taking that?
The Wegovy, they just increased my dose. I take that tomorrow.
What'd they give you?
1.7.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's almost...
There's another dose after that, which is, I think, 2. And I think then it goes up to 2.4.
Yeah, that's
And then after
crazy.
that, it's no more.
Okay. I'm at the 2, and you're pretty close to what I'm at.
And mine's stronger than yours. They told me.
Really?
Yeah, Wegovy is stronger than the Ozempic because it's meant for weight loss.
Okay.
But I'm not seeing any effects from the Wegovy yet, so...
I think you are. It's just off and on.
Well,
that happens to me.
It's maintained my weight.
Yeah.
Where Zepbound, I was just dropping it really quick.
Did you weigh yourself this morning?
No, I'm trying not to.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to weigh myself once a month. I think weighing myself once a week is kind of discouraging.
Okay.
But my goal weight is 165. And then my doctor discussed possibly having skin removal at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I have that, that'll make things in my weight progression a lot better.
You gotta get refills on that cream.
Don't talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that and keep your cream personal.
Personal cream.
Yeah. But I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna do a few things. I appreciate everybody who's come over here, said hi. When I get those photos, I will post the short. I will also post Natasha's recipe along with that in that short. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Natasha's Kitchen. She's got a lot of good recipes. She's really good. She doesn't know I'm supporting her kitchen, but I really do like her food. She does a really good job, and she explains things really well. And she does put her recipes down in the more part on YouTube.
In the description.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'll probably see you in Mad Dasher's chat or everybody else's chat. I float around to everybody. So, have a great day. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Seashells. Bye, Rosebud.